Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.
Live from New York, Drago is back, baby. What's up, people? Boys,
Ooh.
girls, men, women, ladies, germs.
A real mismatch of nothing
I
there.
am feeling good again.
It's live from New York. And then you twist it. You didn't even go with the flow of the thing.
Yeah,
Live
dude.
from New York. It's Monday afternoon.
I
Would have
just-
made sense.
I'm just pumped with adrenaline right now.
Oh,
dude.
okay. Good.
Yeah,
You're
too much
feeling
going
better.
on.
I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
2 weeks, Geoff.
Sorry, folks. I was gone last week. Sorry you had to deal with Alex and whatever troglodyte he brought on. Whoever he bribed onto the... I don't even know. I didn't even look.
I had to get another pasty white autistic boy on this
Yeah,
pod.
I wanted to see if you would pick a straight white man, and I was
Every time.
not surprised.
I
Did you
don't-
even attempt to reach out to anyone except you, the guy who lives 5 feet away from you?
Carney has been noted. People have said this. He's one of our best guests. He's,
Might be our best guest. You put in the least amount of effort possible.
We want quality on
right
this show.
and repeats.
And we
people
don't-
love repeats.
We don't. If people love reoccurring characters.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of jokes do you guys have?
Our riffs.
You got some inside jokes for the listeners.
Do me and Dan have any inside jokes?
Yeah. Like, you got any? What are you guys riffing about? I'm not gonna listen to the episode. God forbid.
I mean,
but-
we went off, dude. I'll tell you
Did
that
you
much.
really?
We went off on women. We went off on the
Okay.
state of
Yeah.
race.
Yeah. Which neighborhood has the best cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it happen.
Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Dan
yeah.
Carney, folks, follow him. He's great.
No, I like Dan. I just thought you'd pick someone who didn't live across the hall from you.
I had to bring another 5.8 on this podcast.
You think who's hotter, me or Dan?
Dan.
No,
Dan's
I
hotter.
think his eyes are a little more sunken than mine. We both have sunken eyes, though. We both have a tired look to us.
Tired look. He's a little pastier. It's weird
He's a
that he's
little-
actually paler than you.
He is paler than I am. I bet I'm a better athlete.
He's got a better body than you.
I bet I could run better than he can.
No, what you keep like doing this whole like thing where you run. You don't run.
But I think I got it in me. I could run a mile better than him. I think I could run a mile faster than him. Yeah.
I don't think you've acknowledged how much like the weight you've gained since high school.
I've been working out.
Okay.
My Reggie Miller's brother, who's like a weightlifting guy, he got me in the gym over Thanksgiving. We did, like 2 sessions, like hard. I couldn't bend my elbows for 2 days.
Those
My
workouts
biceps were real ripped.
Those workouts before the Thanksgiving meal are priceless. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
you needed that. Yeah, you have a good. Who'd you eat with? What'd you do for the tea giving?
Tea giving.
Tea giving, not my best work, but Tea Gibbons Day.
TG.
TG.
Jeff's trying, folks.
Yeah,
He's
whatever.
trying.
I begged 2 weeks off. I got to get the rust out.
He's bad with the slang. So I did, I think I might have talked about, I don't know, I actually don't remember what I talked about last week, but
How can you not remember what you talked about a week
I
ago?
did Zany's, crushed.
He had a good time at Zany's. It sold out despite a distinct lack of promotion
Thanks again.
due to the great day you do it on.
Had a great set.
You kill.
Had better sets than Jeff did at Zany's, I'll tell you that much, folks.
Probably something about that room. I don't do well in that room. I don't know why.
And then
He bagged some hoes afterwards.
brother, I did tell this story. I got stiff-armed. This girl came
Okay.
out with me all night. We're making out in her car in front of the apartment. She won't come up.
She didn't have
Stiff-armed
to. Doesn't have to.
I know.
Yeah. I like that. I like that.
I'm just saying.
I like that. Good for you. Wherever
I
you are.
I could speak on my L's.
Do you know who that woman is? Can you send me? I want to Venmo her $100. Thank you. Thank you for
Yeesh.
breaking down the king. You think women owe you, pussy, you pig.
That's not true.
You pig. I'm glad you got
Uh,
shut down.
Yeah, it was a stiff
I'm
arm.
6'6", babe.
I
I put 4 on Duquesne in 2012.
immediately got back home and to New York and got back on Hinge just to redeem myself.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, because it was your birthday on December 1st.
First time in 6 months.
Yeah, were the hoes popping for you?
We are good.
You're good.
All is well.
You're back.
Yeah.
Little do they know how little you've grown in 6 months.
No, they
Did you even change a picture or a prompt or anything? You just kept the exact same thing.
It works the shit is
so
butter.
embarrassing.
The shit
It's
was curated by an ex of mine.
Do you have the pic of you performing stand up on it still?
I have one pic of it, yeah.
Of you at the Laugh Factory?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. He doesn't even live there anymore. Stolen valor.
It's a great pic.
Yeah.
It's an awesome pic. Picked by a woman.
Why don't you put one with me and you?
That
Two
would be a good
pigs.
comparison. That'd be good.
See if they're like, oh, you know Geoff?
No. No. No, I'm not matching with any
That's
Reddit
the guy
hoes.
who talks about cum a lot, isn't it? Is that the
He's got those like
philosophical cum guy?
6 to 8 dick sucking jokes.
Yeah, he keeps talking about
throughout
getting his dick
dick
sucked by various demographics throughout his set. I do have 3 of them. I'm turning it into a thing. Yeah,
It's like it really is paced out like opener, middle, closer.
there's 3 of them, and they kill every time. Yeah, it's funny to get your dick sucked.
It is funny to get your dick sucked. However, I couldn't get my dick sucked.
I love to hear
Chicago.
that. But you had Thanksgiving with your family then?
The fam, we
minus
hung out.
the brother.
Minus the brother. We watched football. We Diana made a pot roast that was out of this world.
Okay,
and she
nice.
made mac and cheese.
I made a thing for our Reggie Miller's family's Thanksgiving. It was the hit of the meal. Some people said it was the best thing at the meal.
No, they didn't.
Bourbon, yeah, they did. Bourbon creamed corn, spicy bourbon creamed corn. It was amazing. Yeah, I kind of knocked it out of the park, folks. It wasn't all that difficult, but it was the top meal at the top appetizer at the meal.
You realize when you're cooking is just reading.
Cooking isn't that hard.
It ain't
Doing
hard.
it like quickly is hard. I have to take like an extra probably 30-40%, but it's not that hard.
In theory, everyone can cook.
Being a chef in a kitchen, doing like 5 things at once, that's very hard. But making a meal, and if there's no time limit, anyone can do that.
I agree.
truly think cooking is one of the more overrated talents in our society.
People try to. I think what it is.
I couldn't make up my own recipe, but I could follow. I couldn't eyeball it or anything.
That's what happens. Is people try to like eyeball how much salt to put in, and then they completely fuck up.
Yeah, I just do exactly what it says. I maybe add a little more spice than it says, and then that's it.
I think like baking is actually supposed to be very hard. Like making
bread is. Women say it's difficult, but they also think reading is difficult.
Yeah.
Like, just kidding around, gals.
Yeah, women haven't
Come
really
on.
turned the corner on
No.
much.
Oh, Drago had to go too far on the riff. Oh my God.
Tag alert.
That's why you
Tagovich is
got
here.
Tagovich.
Tagovich
That's why
is
you got
back.
stiff armed. What did this woman look like? A blonde?
This woman was attractive. And that's I'm just gonna put
That's
it.
all you need to know.
I think if I should, I'm gonna. How about I show you a picture? You can't show the audience.
I would never show the audience. No, that's wrong.
I'll show you a
I'm not gonna
pic.
dox her in front of for our listeners.
You can't.
Did you? What did you say when she wouldn't come up? You're like, "Fuck you, whore." One of those. You led me on. You blue balled me.
I threw this whole tirade.
I'm sure you did. You women, you used me for my money all night.
I was
had you met this girl before, or was it random?
I was
just a random girl.
We had met before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a classic. Oh, Italian. Oh no.
Chill.
What?
Connor,
I can't say it.
Did that make it across the
no
screen?
one saw it. No one saw
I
it.
didn't see it.
No,
All right.
there's no way.
I'm trying to keep anonymity here.
I know. I respect that.
I'm
I
a good
respect
man.
That. Yeah.
We can't.
Wow. She used you for all you're worth.
But it was actually kind of it was a really nice night, dude. Like
you could have fun without sex, man.
That's true.
Yeah. Come
That's
on. I've
true.
been doing it my whole life.
I'm learning.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not that
learning that you
difficult.
can. We went to the Ale House, then we went to Zebra Lounge, then we went to Sparrow. It was like a classic
Wow.
little
It
Chicago
was just
night.
the same night you used to have in 2018.
I think
I
think
know, I'm
reliving
just
your
kidding.
memories is good.
I do it
Going
all
down
the
memory
time. There's
lane is
nothing
good.
wrong with that.
It was
I do
beautiful. It was nice and chilly. Chicago actually, dude, it's crazy. Chicago's like 30 degrees colder than here.
Okay. Yeah. You mean in winter it's cold?
No, it's colder in Chicago than it is here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because it's by a lake.
By 30 degrees?
Was it? I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it should be 20 degrees in Chicago. It's December. It's fucking raining in New York on December 9th.
It's like 50 degrees out here.
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
no
beautiful.
winter. It's
exactly
winter's
what I
not
want.
happening.
Like,
We all bought these SUVs because we wanted to drive in the winter, and because we bought the SUVs, there's no winter anymore.
Bro,
Isn't that kind of a beautiful little poetic
that is
thing?
such trash. That's
true.
just not true.
Wait, it's exactly what's happening.
You think it's the SUVs that made
That's a part of it. Our car culture.
car culture.
The way we organized our society around highways instead of public transit. That is why we have climate change. Yes, and factories also. Those are the two main.
Factories are big.
In fact, I'd have to look in the stats on which one's more, but they're both a lot.
Yeah, cars did put a real damper on the environment.
Sure,
I can't deny that.
Okay, wow.
But Drago
is finally
Hummers, dude. Suburbans, cool cars.
No, they're not. Seeing someone drive an Escalade or a Suburban is so lame. It's once you go to. I think our friend John Dunn has that joke about how in America, the cars are so much bigger than in any, because he's from Australia.
Right.
He's like, our cars are like tanks compared to what they drive in Australia.
That's fair.
I'm not doing his joke justice, but it was a good point. Our cars are comically large.
Right.
You go to Canada, they don't have Escalades because there's no need to have an Escalade. And there's no purpose.
And so many car commercials like show them like going through like tough, rough terrain in the woods and shit.
And you can't even, those roads don't exist.
You can drive this in the rainforest. You could drive this by like jaguars.
Yeah,
what
right.
the fuck?
And they're just like insurance salesmen in Decatur, Illinois. It's okay. They never get dirt on their truck.
Yeah.
If you don't get dirt on your truck, you're a bitch.
If you
own a truck and it's clean all the time, you're a huge loser.
It's true.
You just bought it because you think it makes you a man, but you don't actually use it for work more than once or twice a year.
Yeah.
That's so lame. I mean, my dad does that, and I think it's so lame.
Mm.
He has it just to haul a boat maybe 3 times a year.
I don't know. Men like a truck. Some guys want
because
a
they've
truck.
been told they need it to be a man. Yeah. It's an ad campaign. It's a great ad campaign.
We all fall into shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ads are persuasive. Yeah.
Are you immune to ads?
No, I'm not.
You get suckered all the time.
I get suckered by Cheez-Its. They got me. I'm a Cheez-It head. Sorry. Cheez-Its could sacrifice a child every day, and I'd be like, damn, they're good, though.
Right.
Damn, they're
you
good.
Still eat beef jerky.
Target Corporation. I love Target. It's a great corporation.
Target
They did a good job with their marketing. They're sleek. Yeah. I like the little dog with the thing on his eye.
Target's got you
I
by
like
the
that they
ankles.
let the people burn down a Target during BLM. That was cool.
Okay.
They didn't get that mad. I thought that was kind of cool. They got me. That got me. Yeah. I'm not immune to it either, folks.
You hear about
but
this guy? This guy just got Daniel Penny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what do you think? So tell for the folks what you mean by that.
He choked out a homeless guy
on the train like a year or two ago.
On the train, he just literally like an hour ago. Now he
got acquitted.
Innocent or acquitted? What's the diff, Biff?
What's the diff, Biff?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Who's Biff? What's the diff, Biff?
I think is that from Back to the Future? What's the
that
diff,
is a
Biff?
character in Back to the Future. Do they say what's the diff, Biff?
Why can't we just keep talking?
But I've never heard anyone say, what's the diff, Biff?
Who gives a shit?
I want to know what you mean by that.
You tried to go tea-giving 5 minutes
I know, and you
ago.
lit me up for it. You
sucked.
lit me, and it did. I agree.
What's the diff, Geoff, between between acquitted and innocent?
I actually don't know. I think they mean the same thing.
Geoff
Connor,
is
could
not
you look
on
that
his
up?
game today.
I think they mean the same thing.
The resident smart guy.
I think it's just a fancy legal term for you were charged with something, and then they found out you weren't guilty.
Connor, chime in whenever you're.
Yeah, could you look that up, Connor? But I can't imagine it would be different
so.
than that.
This blonde guy, cutie pie, Daniel Penny.
He's not that good looking.
An American hero, some would say.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think he should be? I mean, he clearly should go to jail, but that's not how our society doesn't value poor people's lives.
Super complex, in my opinion.
Really?
I'm more in the middle on this one. Yeah.
Wow! Yet again,
sure.
too much of a coward to take a side.
I mean.
So the story is that this guy was like yelling on the train. He didn't touch anyone. That's a big part of the story. He never touched or attacked anyone, but there was a threat of violence, which if you've ridden the train, I've seen many guys yell. I've never seen them touch someone. So I don't really buy that. And then he just choked this guy out, and people were telling him to stop, and he did it for like 5 to 7 minutes. Way beyond when it was necessary. Right. He went he could have stopped after 30 seconds. People were helping him. They were holding the guy down. 5 people were helping him, and he still kept choking him.
Right.
He was trying to kill him.
I got some info here.
What'd you say?
So acquitted means the court has failed to find the person, or it's found the person not guilty, which can mean that there wasn't enough proof to charge them. So innocent means you definitely didn't do it. Not guilty means maybe there's some legal stuff that
some like technicalities or something.
Potentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was no, it's complex. The guy was saying he was going to kill people.
Sure,
on the train. I've never heard that.
I've heard people mumble, "I'm going to kill these people."
I've never heard that.
I hear that all the time.
But that would really freak me out. Apparently, he got a standing O at the end. Apparently, people clapped. That was
well, that's disgusting. Whoever participated in that should be thrown in jail as well.
So obviously
they clapped after he killed a human being.
After
disgusting.
he I think after he whatever.
Got acquitted today. You mean?
No,
I thought you meant in the car.
No, in the car while he was choking.
They clapped. Yeah. Jesus, that's disgusting.
Choked him out.
And also, if it wasn't a black guy he choked, he would have gone to jail. 100%.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Definitely. He also wouldn't have probably choked him. He wouldn't have. If he did it because it was a crazy black guy.
I still don't know. It was
that's gross.
Yeah, people. You do some of that shit freaks you out, dude. Emil got fucking stabbed.
Emil got stabbed?
Yeah, a guy came at Emil with a knife. And Emil like almost died on the train trying to intervene because
he got actually stabbed, or that guy tried to stab him.
The guy tried to stab him.
Okay, well that's a very different thing, but yeah.
Still equally
it's scary. Yeah. The world isn't as dangerous as we're making it out to be. I've ridden the train 5,000 times, never had a problem. So I think it's a little overblown.
I know a lot of people have had
people want to be scared. The government wants you to be scared, so then they can have more cops. That's kind of the whole propaganda machine.
I just think that it's hard to.
He should go to jail for he killed another human being who wasn't hurting anyone. If people
on the train are like, I'm glad he did what he did, then I can't be like,
That doesn't mean they're good people. I mean, people cheer for terrible things all the time.
If
there were people doing a TikTok challenge where they imitated George Floyd dying.
But we weren't in the. Yeah, dude. I don't know that you choke somebody out for that long. That is a long time.
He did it when he kept doing it for a minute after the guy stopped breathing. I mean, I don't know how that could be not at least a couple years in jail.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a very.
You'd have your headphones on, you wouldn't even notice. Everyone's clapping, and Drago would just be looking down like, "Dang, this new Dead album's good."
DHED, check it out, folks.
DHED, yeah, they're actually good. I looked them up; they're fine.
I can't believe you.
They're not great, but they're good.
Whoa,
they're a little too. It's that horny white guy music a little bit.
Huh?
A little bit. Isn't what Passion Ring or Mood Ring? It's getting a little horny.
I think Mood Ring's fine.
Who actually is Spotify Wrapped? Who are your top 5 songs?
Okay, let's
do top 10. Let's do top 10.
Stop talking about innocent white men.
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. I was not going to bring that up. I just thought it was a pretty obvious he should go to jail case.
I don't think it's that obvious, but guys,
I don't really know how you could not go to jail for that. But
okay, top 5 songs or
top 10 songs.
Air Drumming Fix You by Wild Pink.
Okay.
Portrait by Howdy.
Okay.
Right Back to It, Waxahachie.
That was in my top 100. That's a great song.
Till I Let You Know, Howdy. Fortnite, Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Unconscious Pilot, Wild Pink. Alien, Dead. Everything Is Boring, The Beaches. Sick of Myself, Trace Mountains. Sympathy Is a Knife, Charlie XCX.
Wow, I've only heard 1 or 2 of those songs before, but I did. Right Back to It is a great song. I'll give that one to you.
There we go.
That's huge.
Hit me. What do you got?
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you were going to ask or not. I was wondering if he was going to move on or remember that.
Would have loved to move on,
well.
but
I know.
I'll get through it.
Yeah. My number 1, "Don't Fight" by Donnie and Joe Emerson. Box number 10, Jim Croce.
That's one of the best songs.
In the
of all
Heat
time.
of the Moment, Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. Don't Matter, Kings of Leon. Come on. Don't Walk Away, Electric Light Orchestra. Come on. Melanie, Player, this yacht rock band. Angel in Blue, the Jay Giles Band. Gorgeous, Kanye West. Love what you're doing out there, Kanye. Moves, Suki Waterhouse. Great song. And is this 10? Oh, yeah. Sad Eyes, Robert John, a classic 70s song. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The most 45-year-old dad in Williamsburg playlist I've ever heard.
What 45-year-old dads listen to Suki Waterhouse, you piece of shit?
Dude.
Oh, my God.
You really are like...
how many of these? 5 of them were from the 70s. That is true. Only 1 was in the last 5 years.
Yeah. It is a...
music now is just not as good. It's just not as good.
Music now is not as good?
It's just not as good.
I think there's some great stuff.
I listened to that DEHD. It's fine.
Did you listen to Alien? Their best song?
I don't know. I listened to 10 songs and I was like, oh, this is fine. I think I added 1 to my playlist.
They're excellent.
Okay. I went to LCD Sound System.
Yeah, how was that?
Our friend Tommy Brennan. They're great. Now that's a band right there.
Yeah.
Their songs are deceivingly simple, but also amazing. They have songs that are just 1 chord and they'll just strum a chord for 7 minutes and have a little drum loop. It's kind of amazing. They're really, that guy puts on a show, James Murphy.
Well, apparently when he like showed his friends, because he was like in bands for years.
Yeah, he didn't pop off till he's like 30 or something. Or later even.
Older, like 40. When he showed his friends that, all of his friends who were like in bands at the time were like, do not put this out. like their big song, he's like, I want to put the
Dance Yourself Clean, probably?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Like,
oh wow.
They were just like, no.
Wow. I mean, it is a lot.
Bad.
That song builds though, and then when the breakdown happens like 4 minutes in, it was chaos at the show. It was fun as hell.
Yeah, no, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, me and Tommy had a good time. I just got us tickets to see the T-Wolves versus the Knicks.
Oh yeah, Geoff hit me with, do you want to go see the Knicks? And I was feeling good. I'm back.
Oh no, but you've changed your mind in the last 2 days.
No,
you're not in
Dude,
anymore.
Those seats. I mean, we're gonna have to make it.
I got slightly different seats because I waited 2 days, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
it's basically.
I was like, because the seats are not gonna be great, but we're gonna have to make it a good time.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. And I think we're actually a little closer than the seats I showed you.
It'd also be fun to in the moment, like live, root against your pups. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
It's going to be awesome.
That's going to piss me off.
Because the Knicks are going to probably beat them by 20.
No, the Timberwolves are back now. We won 4 or 5. We're back. We just beat the Warriors, the Clippers, the Lakers all in a row.
You guys beat the Warriors last night?
We beat them the night before. We did a doubleheader. We beat them by like 20 the night before, though.
Yeah, I can't get behind Randall.
Randall is getting better. He's getting a little less selfish. We're back.
He's figuring it out.
Yeah, and Anthony Edwards screamed at the team in the locker room.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, we're a bunch of little bitches. We're not playing hard enough, and they won 4 in a row.
Okay.
After that, yeah,
well,
we're back.
The Knicks are going to get the dub that night. I know it.
Oh my god.
Let's do a quick. Actually, wait, no, we got shit to talk about. I do got to tease something. Patreon. Please subscribe, by the way. We need you.
We need you. We're a little over 500, like 520 people, I think, now.
We really need this to pop off. We really appreciate the support. Guys, I got some shit to talk in the Patreon that is gonna be unprecedented.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't what happened?
It's just
another woman wouldn't fuck you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about a show I did, and it just it makes me so mad.
Wow. More beef. Let's go.
I can't wait to fucking talk about it. So we're going to dial that in. I want to tease that on the Patreon. Yeah. But we do got to catch up on some of on like where we've been, what we've been doing.
Sure. We got to talk about the United Healthcare CEO getting shot.
Yes.
What's happening in Syria right now? Some crazy stuff.
Dude, Syria is popping off.
I'd like to know what Drago thinks is happening, or I'd be fascinated to pivot to that right now.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how the news filters down to you. So I assume you get your news on Syria from Bussin' with the Boys or something. Somehow.
So Syria.
Where is Syria?
Middle East.
Where, near what other countries?
Give me Afghanistan for 300.
Not even close to Afghanistan. 4,000 miles away.
Okay.
There's Iraq and Iran are in between them. Those are massive countries.
Syria's over there?
Syria's, I don't know where there is. I don't know what you mean by there. Afghanistan. Yeah, that's so funny. You think all Muslims live by Afghanistan.
Is Syria by Tunisia?
No, probably even further away than Afghanistan.
I'm just like putting them.
You basically picked the two far ends of the Muslim world, and now
I'm making the map in my head right now.
Okay, Tunisia. Where's Tunisia in your mind?
It was just the first country I thought.
I didn't think you would have even known that one.
Give me Syria. Syria's hot.
Syria's hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Right? Oh, like climate-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That helps.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, give me a bordering country of Syria.
This is crazy.
Turkey?
Turkey. Okay, there. Yeah, that's one of them. Turkey, Iraq, probably.
So it's over there,
Lebanon,
right?
Israel, maybe Jordan a little bit too.
Syria, Lebanon.
Yes, Israel is in there. Yeah, it's all the same.
What
do you think's happening in Syria? It's kind of crazy.
I'm using context clues at this point because I haven't had one notification about Syria.
That's insane.
So
it's like the biggest news story of the last 6 months, besides the United Healthcare guy.
Oil stuff goes on over there.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, indirectly, but yeah. I actually don't know how much oil's in Syria.
I can't imagine this is it's either religion or oil. that's going on.
Okay. Yeah, those are very indirectly, but that's not what the big event happened. Yeah.
Someone got bombed.
Someone got bombed. Okay.
A bomb went off.
A lot of bombs went off. Yeah.
Really? An airstrike?
A big war, a massive war.
There's
They
war
overthrew
afoot?
the government. They overthrew the leader of Syria.
Syria overthrew their president?
Their president. Yeah.
King?
Assad.
Why?
Bashar al-Assad. He's
What'd he do?
basically the king. Yeah.
What'd he do?
He's been a really brutal dictator for a while, but the people who are overthrowing him are Al-Qaeda, and we're funding it.
Oh.
We're funding moderate jihadists, ISIS. We're funding ISIS and Al-Qaeda to take over Syria. That's what we did.
I thought we were against ISIS for a while.
We're only against people if they're against us. If we pay them enough, then they're against Russia. We don't care what they do.
Ooh.
We're doing exactly what we did in the 80s in Afghanistan when we funded Osama bin Laden.
Weren't we going after Al-Qaeda like 15 years ago?
Yeah, it changes based on, we don't care about morality. We just care about who's on our side and
what the
big game. It's the Game of Thrones. And as long as you're against Russia, we don't care if you behead children and everything.
So Syria overthrew their president, who was
he was a bad guy too.
He was an ally of Russia, though.
Yes, indirectly, yeah.
You know what, dude? I saw a TikTok about how
that's how it always comes out.
Dude, I saw this TikTok that kind of blew my mind recently.
Okay, interesting.
This guy was talking about how
he was like telling you what the square root of 64 was.
No,
you're like, what the fuck?
8?
Okay.
So this guy
8 something. That's a classic Drake line. The square root of 69 is 8 something.
Oh,
that's a great joke because do you even get it? Square root of 69 is 8 something because you're eating out a woman 8 something, and the square root of 69 is 8 point something. I think that's one of the best hip hop lyrics, honestly.
I think wordplay is overrated, but I'm using it more and more in my act, and it works.
I think that's a great lyric.
So lame, but it works. Dude, I saw this TikTok. This guy was like, he was talking about how, like on the American side, like what we're being told, Russia's trying to expand, whatever. Sure. Really, in what's happening is that like we keep pushing more and more NATO countries over by Russia. Is that like
we keep having countries near Russia join NATO? Yes.
Yeah. In which Russia keeps being like, you said you'd stop making those NATO countries,
which we did, yeah.
But then they keep. But
yeah,
now,
we want Russia to attack us. We want war. America loves war. Yeah.
So there's this narrative that like, while Putin bad guy, I will say he's a bad guy. There's this narrative that he is a bad guy, but he really is just. It seems like every 5 years he's like, please stop making these NATO countries. Like, I'm not expanding. But then he feels attacked. I didn't really know that Putin felt attacked.
Okay, yeah, of course he feels attacked. Yeah, we're surrounding him with our allies.
Right.
Not saying what he did is fully right. He is a bloodthirsty man also, but
yeah,
we're kind of forcing him to attack Ukraine. We're basically he has no choice. He either has to surrender, being one of the top powers in the world, or fight. And he's not gonna be like, we're a little bitch. Like Russia's not gonna do that.
I always thought that he was like under this, like he was like trying to take over the world the whole time.
I mean, he's probably a little bit of that, but that's overblown for sure. Yeah.
It seems like more like he just like wants things to be status quo, but we keep fucking trying to.
Wow. Okay, you're getting it. There we go. You could be a leftist after all. That's a big leftist talking point.
I don't think I'll ever be a full leftist, but some lefty things make sense.
I think you will one day. It's gonna become so clear in about 8 months. You're gonna have to decide.
What?
I don't know what you're gonna pick, which side you're gonna choose.
Nah,
yeah.
Dude.
What do you think about Luigi? Or that's the guy who shot. We're today, about an hour before we started recording, they found the guy who shot the United Healthcare CEO.
Yeah.
I've been gone for 2 weeks. I can't believe you didn't talk about this last week. It might have happened after you recorded.
I think so.
But what do you think about that? You think it's okay to attack or shoot a wealthy CEO? What do you think about the morality of that? Because you think it's okay to choke a defenseless homeless guy. So I wonder what you think about this.
I personally am low key cool with it.
Okay.
I think I'm on team, like I am on the team that like I don't think there should be billionaires. I'm on that team.
Wow. Okay. You've changed because you used to defend Elon Musk. You used to be like, on Twitter, everyone's making fun of Elon Musk. It's annoying. You finally realized that they're evil.
Well, I think
this guy wasn't even a billionaire that they shot. He was actually He was only worth like 150 million or something, but
I
he
just
still
don't.
deserved it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just think that there is a level of wealth that we've created in America that needs to be checked a little bit.
Whoa!
But I still,
The
but again,
man's a lefty. He doesn't even know it
but
yet.
again, our talking point earlier, it's like it seems like everyone that's like that identifies as a leftist sees this like Daniel Penny thing one way. I'm case by case, guys. I'm case by
Wow.
case.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, dude. Like
You're
it's
such
like
a
well,
a well-rounded man.
well, also like I was pressured to take the booster shot.
How does it come back to the booster?
I'm against anything healthcare, dude.
Okay.
I think our healthcare system is fucked.
Right. I took the booster. Everyone we know took the booster and nothing happened. So it makes you think
I took them
maybe
too.
it was
I took them
something
too close
in your,
together. Probably
in your brain. Maybe
I took them like 6 months apart.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think we should have more violence against the rich? What do you think, Alex? Are you willing to call a start to the revolution right now, officially on the You're an Idiot pod?
I would like to see. Well, I also, dude, I fucking my doctor wanted me to take an allergy test after my checkup last week to check.
Oh
like,
yeah, I forgot about this.
After I'm starting to feel better.
Totally erased it from my brain that you're sick.
$250 for the allergy test with
a copay with your insurance,
and with like my very good insurance at this massive company.
Yeah, insurance doesn't do anything for us.
It's fucking
it's a
absolute
fraud.
bullshit. Our healthcare system's fucked. It is.
Private insurance companies have literally no reason to exist. They don't add anything.
I have great insurance, and I get rat fucked every time I go to the doctor.
It's actually cheaper not to have insurance unless you get old and are unhealthy.
Yeah, it's probably
paying
true.
Like whatever. What do you pay a month for insurance?
Out of my check, it's maybe like 50, 60, maybe 100. I don't know. 100.
Oh, only 100 a month. Oh,
Yeah.
but if you had but your company withholds some wages or something.
What do you mean?
So you only take $100 out of your wages for healthcare?
Yeah.
Okay, well that makes sense.
It's really, it's really.
But if you have to pay out of pocket, it really isn't make sense to have insurance.
I mean,
if you're a healthy person.
Harris told me like the worst insurance you can get if you're just like what is
it's
it?
Like $500 a month or something at least.
Yeah,
and it does nothing. It basically covers the casket if you die.
Yeah, mine's
that's really all it does.
Yeah, mine's like only $100.
But through your company. Okay. Yeah.
So healthcare system.
But if they didn't have to pay for that, you'd get a higher wage. They pay a lot of money for it too. They're taking money from your paycheck more than that.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
that is probably true. I also just yeah, it's fucked, man.
Wow.
It's fucked.
He's awakening. I sense it. You're seeing the inequality. Okay.
I think Fauci should get
once it hits you
hung in the town square as well.
Okay, you know what? I'll allow that. If he has to be hung alongside the CEO of Aetna, I'm okay with that.
I mean, YouTube's gonna. I don't think we're monetized on YouTube, but that's gonna hurt.
Why? Why can't we say that?
Calling for Fauci to get.
It's alleged. We're not saying it should happen. We're just saying hypothetically.
Oh yeah,
symbolically. We're not saying to do it.
It is a comedy podcast.
It's a metaphor. It's an allegory of a noose around a rich Italian man's neck. That's all it is.
Allegory.
Yeah, it's an allegory. We're not saying it should happen, but if it did, hypothetically,
right.
I'd probably have a beer. I'd crack open a little sake.
Hang out
on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 150%. You thought I celebrated when Bin Laden gets shot? If Fauci goes down, it's going to be a real party. It's going to be a party in Bushwick.
The CEO of United Healthcare probably killed more Americans than Osama bin Laden ever did.
Really?
I think if you probably crunch the numbers, it's close.
What was everyone's gripe with United Healthcare? Just overall.
Well, I mean, but they're the one that they deny the most requests percentage-wise. I think they denied like 33% of all insurance requests.
Wow.
Like they're like, we won't pay for it. And
it is kind of like awesomely symbolic. Just like the fact that the guy that they like
Minnesota guy too. Minnesota
this
bro.
Kid Luigi shot this fucking.
He's like a hot like Ivy League grad. There's like pictures of him. He's kind of ripped. He kind of has it going on. Good for the left.
It's just a good like thing that like lawmakers and CEOs should have in their brain of like, if I really am this evil, something can happen now.
I think you should be allowed to be a billionaire, but anyone can shoot you whenever they want. That's like the price. It's like, okay, you can be rich, but we can attack you with no repercussions.
Right.
You got to hold on to it, brother.
Dude,
if you're going to watch us starve, we can do whatever we want.
I hope, yeah, like when people are like at the top, like making like whatever 9 figures a year, when they're making those decisions, they should in the back of their mind, I'd be like, not only just like it's not even like a crazy person. This is like an Ivy League grad who's like hyper academic, sees the injustice in the world, and pops this dude
Does something about
pops
it.
this dude in the back.
That's all I'm saying.
Now everyone in these boardrooms now has to deal with that kind of reality, which is cool.
Well, they said that all like the security firms were getting calls off the hook from every CEO the second he got shot. They're like hiring massive armies of security now.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're all going to be decked out with guards everywhere.
That's even like a worse look, like in this kind of new age of America, where it's like the people that the movers and shakers, like now they move like they're the Rolling Stones or something. They need like
they're deleting their Wikipedia pages too. They're all like they're deleting the names of all the CEOs off of the internet. They're all trying to erase their information. It's crazy. They're such cowards. Losers.
Guys, let's get back to some fun stuff.
Also, Jay-Z accused of rape.
Never meet your heroes, guys.
Yeah, with P. Diddy. They said P. Diddy watched him rape a 13-year-old after a Grammy party or Oscar party.
Famous people are evil. This is like pretty much what we're trying to preach on this podcast.
They're not worth looking up to.
Guys,
there's only one way to the top, and it's either stealing people's money or fucking a 14-year-old.
Yeah, your heroes are demons. Your heroes are dead. Okay?
Not Elton John. I refuse to believe he ever did that.
And
if he did, it's just because that's what gay people do, and that's allowed.
You don't think Elton John gave some young boy a reach around at some point?
He definitely had sex with a 15-year-old while on tour. Definitely. And you know what? If that's the price that had to be paid for Candle in the Wind,
right?
I'm allowed. At least musicians make good for the world. At least Elton John has made music that brings joy. The CEO of a healthcare company brought no joy to a world. So I'll actually allow the musicians their little rape every once in a while.
Yeah, you get one measly rape.
Man, if we wanted this podcast to be monetized, we have done our best to get rid of the couple dollars a month we make.
You think Jay-Z's going down? You think he's going to jail?
I don't think they will, but I think he's guilty. He put out a bizarre release that was crazy, like saying that like if this was really true, whoever did that's a monster, and it was a bizarre. He definitely was in league with Diddy and Epstein. Yeah. They're all the same. Donald Trump was a good friend of Diddy, and
right.
There we go.
And this is how it goes, folks. I can't wait to see like the Diddy names that come out. It's crazy that like the Diddy stuff is going to come out, but not the Epstein like lists.
Yeah, well, because he's black. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of that, but you're a little more protected as a rich white guy. Yeah.
God, I guess Epstein did get fucking killed.
Yeah, he did get killed, and I mean the names came out. We all know one of the flights.
Yeah, but the flights. But the thing was, Epstein was going to be a whistleblower. Like, Epstein was going to like name names.
And then Ghislaine never did. Yeah, unfortunately.
By the way,
he might. Hopefully.
I mean, those pics that resurfaced of Ghislaine, she was one of the ones, folks. She is really fucking.
I know what
hot.
pictures you're talking about. I don't see it. She has like kind of like short lesbian hair. I didn't think that'd be for you.
I mean, the body hits, folks. When the body hits, the body hits.
You could have been a 15-year-old boy. She would have taken you to the island. Oh, you're so good at basketball. I saw you dunk over there, young man.
I couldn't even
want to go on my private jet.
Yeah,
you would have gone.
So she was hooking up with 15-year-old boys?
No, I don't think. I think she was mostly.
She was just grooming the women, right?
She was procuring women for Epstein and his friends, who are now the president.
Yeah. Let me. Oh shit! I'm not even timing this one, but we're
we're fine. We got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay.
Wouldn't want to have too much fun. Alex says maybe 12.
Let's do a quick question.
Okay. Yeah. What do you got?
I like this. I like this one. Chris Ortiz asks on podcasts, comedians often talk about how they ended up next to another comedian on a flight. If this were to happen to you, but you could choose the comedian, who would it be?
Wow.
Assume an NYC to LA flight. And Alex, you can still answer this even though Google still calls you a basketball guard. That's true. Great little riff at the end there, Chris.
It does. When you Google your name, it says guard.
Yeah, because I was elite. I was great.
But weren't you a small forward?
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I thought that was the joke that I had your position wrong. Oh, it doesn't know.
Well, now it's now a 2 guard and a small forward and a shooting guard kind of have the same.
They're
position.
same thing. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
One guy next to me for a 6-hour flight. It ain't this pig right here. I'll tell you that much.
Never. I mean, my worst nightmare is running into a comedian in the airport or the Delta Lounge. I've seen a few, and I purposefully go away.
Yeah.
Even if I like them. Traveling is a time to be alone.
It's me time.
Traveling's a time for me to just be alone, drink a coffee, eat a couple sausages in the Delta Lounge. I don't need to talk to people. What
you're going for 2 loose sausage
They have
links?
good chicken pepper sausage. That's the breakfast at the Delta Lounge. It's really good. They got these little egg bakes, little circle egg bakes, maybe a bagel with some cream cheese.
Okay.
Usually got a little pudding parfait.
Bread that early in the morning is psychotic, in my opinion.
Having bread in the morning is psychotic.
Psychotic.
What are you
it just
talking
sticks
about?
to you, man. It's
the
gross.
man has no. You don't have toast in the morning.
Mm-mm.
Foul. That's foul.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want any comedian to sit next to me. I'm trying to think of one I'd want to talk to for 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's got to be a friend. It's got to be a guy that you can go, or girl. It's got to be a guy or girl that you can go like, hey, let's chill for a second.
Yeah. It can't be someone it's so awkward to be silent that you have to talk.
Yeah.
Because that's true pain.
Yeah. Like,
I'm trying to think of this shows how few close friends I have.
Honestly, dude, Timmy would be a great call. Timmy or Tommy would be great.
Tommy Brennan would be good.
Like our crew is a good.
In my friends circle, I'm trying to think of someone who outside of.
I would go Higgins. He might take up a little bit.
If Soder, if I got Dan Soder right next to me, that'd be great. He'd know how to chill. He'd know how to talk.
Yeah,
he'd be a good seatmate.
And he's like the funniest dude ever.
Great talker, but he would also want to chill out for an hour or two. That'd be who I'd pick. I'd pick Soder.
He'd
be the one I'd want.
Yeah, I think Gunn might, because also like
maybe me and Matt Rife. maybe have him next to me if the plane starts going down. I'll be like, brother, I always looked up to you.
Yeah,
you were always my hero. Maybe I'll show him my merch. I have some merch in my backpack.
Do you think he's heard about your?
I bet he has heard about it now. Yeah.
Do you think he cares? He's got to think it's funny.
No, he's not a funny person. He doesn't have a good sense of humor.
Right.
He would not find that funny at all. Have you seen what he does? People who are bad at comedy have a bad sense of humor. That's why they're bad at comedy.
Right.
Yeah. There's no way he finds it funny.
Yeah, because he can't publicly. God, if he publicly called you out, that'd be so funny.
I would love that. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I probably have to unblock him. I actually need to go through and unblock him probably.
Unblock him, yeah.
I should. I've been going through and unblocking a lot of people because it's not good. Sometimes you run into a person and they don't. Someone called me out for unfollowing them. I was going to ask,
can we talk about it or no?
I think we can talk about it. I haven't responded.
You unfollowed one of our mutuals, one of our boys.
I honestly don't remember unfollowing him. I like this guy. I don't.
You've also unfollowed a couple people that have like DM'd you about it.
That one other person DM'd me, yes, and then now this guy DM'd me too. We can't say it. A guy we knew from comedy in Chicago DM'd me. I like the guy. I probably shouldn't have unfollowed him, but it's not real.
Why not just mute the posts and the stories?
I should have done it. But there was one day where I was like, I'm gonna unfollow 600 people, and I kind of went wild. And this guy, he's probably one of the ones I should have kept. I probably should have unfollowed 550, not 600.
Right.
I used to follow too many people, and then it's tough to go back. But I had to do it. I'm not going to follow him back. I want that to be known.
Is there a reason?
Principles. I can't be wrong.
It's just like
I'll probably sneakily do it in a month or so.
If you're like, here's my thing is like, is it like a ratio thing? Like it can't be a ratio.
No,
thing.
I just don't want to see all this stuff. I could have muted him. Sure.
Do you like having like under like 4-digit followers or whatever?
Well, yeah, you shouldn't follow more than 1,000 people.
I agree.
I was near 900 and now I'm around 300 or 400, and I think that's great. I'm not going to go above that.
Once I got around 1,000, or once I was at like 990, and I was like unfollowing people constantly just to stay under. But then once I got liberated, now I follow like 1,200 people or something like that.
Oh, you follow over 1,000?
And I'm just like, I cook, dude. It feels great.
Because you know what? 1,200 people.
Because what happens is like, I've not followed people back or unfollowed people in our business, in our industry, where like oh shit, that now that person booked something that I kind of want to do. Or that you know what I'm saying?
It's all tit for tat. Scratch my back.
It's business. I mean, yeah, it's business, man. So and then, dude, and then to follow somebody back or refollow after unfollowing, and then hitting
is
them
a humiliating thing.
And then hitting them with the, hey, I'm gonna be in,
Would
Dayton
love to do your
next
show. Yeah, that
week.
is humiliating.
So it's like now I just like I think it's best to like. If someone's in the game and they're nice and they're cool,
I think we need to all realize it's not real, and you can be friends with people you don't follow, and you shouldn't be checking it. It shouldn't be something you're checking. I don't actually know how he would have. How there's only way you can tell is if you purposely look at my followers. If I unfollow you but you still follow me, you go to my page. It doesn't say I unfollowed you. You'd have to go to who I'm following and look it up. And I think, why? Why would you do that? I've never once done that in my life. That's sad.
Yeah, I think people.
It's not real.
I think people have got fragile egos.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, yeah. In this business, folks, not me. My ego's pretty intact. Not a fragile one.
It's very. We can.
I have a robust ego.
The wind can knock down our egos, folks.
Yeah. That's why we need you guys every month, every week.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
People coming to shows. Bloomington, there were a few pod people. Louisville, some pod people.
Pod people at the Chicago show and the Boston show. I forgot.
Wow. I got to shout out Louisville. One of the top cities in America. I love Louisville. Beautiful downtown.
The KFC Yum Center.
KFC Yum Center. Did you play there?
Went 0 for 5 from 3 there. We still won the game.
Oh, against Louisville?
I played like shit, dude. They had Russ Smith, Kyle Keurig, Gorgie Jang.
Gorgie Jang?
He played on the T-Pups.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Dang? Gorgie Jang?
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Niang. That was
No.
Iowa State.
Yeah, Gorgie was fucking, that dude was big. You were not blocking him out. Montrezl Harrell. And there I was just missing threes. Just fucking missing threes.
Dang, and that was all you were good for. You were a liability on defense. You had to cook on offense.
Yeah, I mean, all I was out there for was shooting, and I could not make a shot.
Oh.
We still beat them, though. It was such a cool feeling.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Started that game. Started at Louisville. Shit myself. Sucks. But came back. I think what was the next game? I played all right, probably.
Incredible. The walk down memory lane, folks. That's great.
Yeah, so I'd go Tim Smith on that or Tommy maybe.
Yeah, I'm going Dan Soder if we're going to pick a more well-known comedian outside of our friend circle.
Has someone ever convinced you, this is from Jay Rohr, has someone ever convinced you out of making a life decision? Are you happy with how that turned out? Have you ever tried to sway someone on a decision of theirs?
I tried to sway someone on a decision? Yeah, I've been trying to sway Alex to get anti-anxiety medicine for almost 3 years now.
My anxiety's gone down now that I'm feeling better.
It probably did a little more manageable, but it's still, you don't think you could, I don't want to talk about it actually, but yeah.
Kind of a cool customer lately.
I am saying it publicly. Alex can't open for me until he goes to therapy.
Yeah,
it's true. I'm saying it publicly.
This is huge.
You're going to lose out on a lot of money. You could just go to therapy, get some medicine. He's never going to open for me unless he goes to therapy.
The therapy money is just that's also like that's what it would be to open for you.
It's like $100 a session, probably.
No, it'll be more.
I did it for $70 to $80 a session.
Connor chuckled at that
because you're just saying it without any knowledge. You're like probably more or something.
No,
but also the benefits are so much greater than the money.
We'll see. We'll see if I go to therapy, folks.
No one. God.
One day, maybe.
I'm serious. You won't open for me. I'm serious.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I think it's a foolish decision.
I think that's
I can't have this anxious guy in the green room sending back steaks.
Yeah.
Being a diva feature from anxiety.
I think that's an odd rule to put over somebody, but
I'm just saying it. I'm saying it right now. And I'm not gonna perform. I'm getting therapy in the new year too. That's Oscar's promise.
I was about to say
in January. I'm getting back into therapy too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the boys will get back into therapy. We'll see.
Yeah.
I got to see how much it would cost though. But
can't put a price on happiness. Can't put a price on happiness and peace of mind.
What if it doesn't make me feel better?
It will. if you actually go into it with an open heart and do what they tell you to do and do it for more than 3 sessions.
Yeah.
The guy gave up it for 3 sessions.
Yeah.
It's like going to a guitar lesson for 3 weeks and being, my fingers hurt.
There's a very,
I can't make the bar chords yet. You mean I can't play Purple Haze yet? That's like what you're saying, basically. You're like, I can't play the solo to Stairway to Heaven for 3 weeks? This is bullshit.
Then you've got to search around for like a good therapist.
Oh, no, you have to put in work in life?
Some therapists suck.
They do. That is true. I got lucky with mine, but yeah, you do have to have to search around.
But yeah, we'll see.
Maybe Reggie Miller will take you on. Maybe it might be a little conflict of interest, but we could use the money. Yeah, we'll gladly take you. A lot of therapists do sliding scale. They know people can't pay. They'll slide their scale for whatever you can afford.
Me and Reggie just shitting on Geoff for an hour.
That would be great. That would be great.
That would be a good time.
Yeah, and this guy to a podcast with is a fucking little dicked bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really? Oh, he sounds terrible.
Yeah, it'd be a good vibe.
Yeah.
I'll see. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's do. Has someone ever convinced you out of making a life? Yeah. Did you answer that or no?
Convinced me out of making a life decision. I can't really think of. I usually don't really ask people for advice. Honestly, I gotta go out on my own and make a mistake, which is probably bad. But I don't talk to people. I don't think people realize that. I kind of say to myself,
right.
I'm fine not talking to anyone. I would ask Tommy. Tommy's probably the only person I ask for advice. I don't really ask anyone else for advice.
Tommy's a brilliant man.
Tommy's he's probably the only person I trust with advice. I guess maybe if I have to decide which NCAA tournament game to go see.
Yeah, that's pretty much
maybe
it.
for a bracket or something.
My boy Scott Martin tried to get me to not transfer from Notre Dame. He tried to tell me to stay
at Boston at Notre Dame, not go to Boston College.
Yeah.
Why? What was his logic for that?
He just really he said he liked how I was fitting in with the team, and
he turned out to be right.
And I guess in a way, maybe, yeah. I guess I probably would have had a better career at Notre Dame. That's probably for sure.
Dang. Because that guy got injured, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, now with the transfer portal, it'd be so much easier.
Yeah,
now you can just go wherever you want.
I would have played right away at BC. I actually would have had a good year if I transferred right away. But yeah, Scott tried to give me. Are you happy with how that turned out? Yeah, I am happy with going to BC though.
Because you got into sketch comedy because of that.
Found some great folks there.
Wow, he maybe would have never gotten into stand-up. You'd be selling insurance or something.
Oh, dude.
You'd be working at Groupon.
Golfing on Saturdays with some other former D1 athlete bros.
Oh, a dark path.
Could have really been something.
No, nothing's worth selling out your dreams, folks.
And have you ever tried to sway someone on a life decision of theirs?
Yeah. I mean, I already answered that. I'm trying to do it right now actively.
Yeah.
I thought dangling opening for me would do something. He doesn't really seem moved at all. Doesn't really seem to be phased at all. I thought
there's this massive part of me that wants to rebel against that just because of like the rule you're making.
So stupid. What a stupid rebellion to make.
I know. But
I rebel against mental health. What a sick rebellion, dude. Drago has this great joke where he says, I'll go to therapy when you're better, which shows that he doesn't understand what therapy is or what mental illness is.
It's a nice little I wish that joke did better.
It's a good joke, but as long as you don't think it's true.
Yeah.
If you think that mental illness is a disease that just turns on and off, that'd be embarrassing.
No, that's I'm not gonna claim that I know much.
Because you're mentally ill.
I'm mentally ill.
You are mentally anxiety and
more.
Depression
Am I more
is a
mentally ill
illness.
than you? I don't know.
I don't know. And maybe not, but you are mentally ill.
I got something wrong. But
yeah,
I give a lot of my a lot of my faults the past couple months. I put on my
sickness.
I put on my physical health.
Is that finally in the past? Is that have we?
Dude,
can we finally bury this?
I feel good. I'm going for a run tomorrow. Like I feel good.
This is your first run. This is the big run.
Yeah, first run in like 2 months.
Oh,
tomorrow.
wow. So, okay, let's get ready for the potential setback, folks. He's going to go on a run. He's going to trip and break his knee or something.
I mean, no promises on what happens to the IT bands tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart.
Oh,
I can't even run.
Yeah, the cardio.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah.
Dude, do you know the promise I did make to myself? Work out 4 days a week.
You got to work out more.
Here's what I'm going to do. If my mental is not better after working out 4 days a week, then I'll go to therapy.
So stupid. Why not pair them together? That's what you have to do. It's not one or the other. You have to pair them together.
There's only so much time in a week.
You're not grinding every second of the fucking day.
Dude, I got this promotion at work.
I know how much you're staring at your phone all day.
Dude, I'm doing a lot of work at work now.
You got promoted? Sucks. Yeah, but it's soulless work that you hate.
I don't hate it, but
you like it?
I don't mind it.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's like
you only get one trip around the sun. Always remember that.
Don't I know?
You get to live one time.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you're saying quit the job?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course. No one should work a job they hate unless you have kids to support.
Don't hate it.
You're not even supporting kids, so what's the point?
I don't hate the job.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I don't have as much time as I'd like. Probably.
Yeah. Oh, for your dream.
That's true.
So your dream is being stolen from your mouth by
I do find times I do block out time during the day to write, which is good. Probably should need more time to edit though and stuff like that. But this pod's been going a little too long. We got to go into the Patreon, folks.
Yeah, we've been giving the listeners a little too much content, which is the goal. So might as well deviate.
I mean, it's been an hour.
It's been an hour. No, it has. We got to wind down. Drago, you got anything to plug in the holiday season coming up?
Guys, I am fucking chilling in New York. I'm not really doing anything.
Why aren't you opening for me?
I'm not opening for Geoff because I don't go to therapy.
That's interesting.
That's how it goes.
You might maybe you can do my show in New York next week. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I might let you do that one.
Okay.
If you want to take Bullet again.
A little bunny.
I know.
Bullet. I know. I go. It's just like I just eat it in front of his crowd.
You do not eat it. They're a great crowd. You do well every time.
Fine. Yeah, I'll go.
I can let you go first. It's a hot crowd. It's sold out.
No, it's a great show. Come to that. Come to this session. When is it? Plug it.
Actually, December 18th. It's already sold out. But yeah, it's next. There's one on January 19th though that is not sold out.
Cooks, folks.
Every one a month. We can sell out one a month. That's great.
Yeah.
What do we got coming up? You got nothing?
I got nothing till January.
What's in January?
Late January.
What is it?
Counterweight Brewing in
Connecticut. Yeah, by Hartford.
January 24th, and then I'm out with Lucas back at Comedy on Stage with Lucas.
I'm gonna tell Lucas to boycott you too.
Lucas ain't boycotting me.
I think he will. I think he would do that. It's to help you. We're trying to help you.
No, you can't. You can't tell
your life will be immeasurably better.
Laura Peak's gonna bring me out a couple more times in the spring too.
Yeah, but once they start realizing, oh, you're sending back a steak in the green room, no one wants that. No one wants that.
Lucas, even though I was sick, Laura had a great time with me, and she was cool.
I've heard otherwise, but
that is the thing. Oh, what are you talking about?
I heard otherwise. Did you see her? Fallon said she talked about this having a tall opener who wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I actually was not in a good. I was very sick for the Laura weekend too. That was stupid to go on that weekend.
Oh, sure. Here we go. Okay,
but things are back, folks.
Things are back, folks. Coming up, I'm in Omaha, Irvine, California, Los Angeles, and Jacksonville in the next month or so. Minneapolis too. Those shows are pretty much sold out, but there's a few tickets left for New Year's Eve, I believe. Me and Tommy doing our annual show at New Year's Eve in Minneapolis. This has been episode 150, I've just heard. We finally made it to 150. Wow. What a ride, folks. What a ride it's been. 150. Holy shit.
Let's go.
I cannot remember what episode we said the N-word on. I'm trying to do the math. I think we're on like 70 episodes N-word free. I think it's around 70. Oh, yeah, because it was on 80. Yeah, I think we're at 70 episodes N-word free. Only 30 more, folks. Only 30 more. Only a month more till Trump becomes president, and we enact tariffs that will destroy the American economy. Woo!
Patreon, I am going to talk shit, guys. Subscribe.
I might talk a little shit if I feel like it. I don't know if I'm allowed to or not. Bye. Dude, doesn't that rip?
You're an idiot.
No, you're an idiot.